Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and guess what date it is today? It is Tuesday! That's right, so we're trolling it up with Troll Tuesday. What's the troll thing for today? It's mono hosers. We're playing with as many hose cards as we can. That includes Mistcaller, Tidebinder Mage, and even main deck Chalice of the Void. We're hoping to get people with just one of these cards and shut their game down. If you love Troll Tuesday for Modern Merfolk, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com. And from Commander to MTG Arena standard gameplay, a consistent flow of content, they are your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And the MTG Mastermind. This is a coaching program that teaches you how to take your Magic game to the next level. If you want to learn from experienced players who are in the game right now at the Mythic Championship, making top 8s at Grand Prix, you're going to want to learn from those at the Magic Mastermind. So today's Troll Tuesday was suggested by FJ Maria. And they're like, do you know what, Nikachu, what if we just play with like a bunch of hosing cards? Stuff like Mistcaller, stuff like Tidebinder Mage, Harbinger of the Tides, bounce those Hogaks back to their hand. And even, let's splash green for the Collector Oof. And on top of that, the cherry on the top, Chalice of the Void. Sure, let's try this out. Chalice in the main deck, not in the sideboard. No, we don't have space for you, Force Negation. You're no good to us. At the very least, Chalice of the Void on 1 is more playable against Hogak, prevents them from casting Stitcher Supplier, prevents them from casting, what's it called? Stitcher Supplier, Faithless Looting, Gravecrawler. Gravecrawler is from the graveyard, so there's quite a few 1-drops that you can continuously counter with Chalice of the Void. This is another version of the deck without Silvergill Adept. We're not going to dawdle around with that. We want our Lords. Just put some creatures on the battlefield and then get in there. So again, we have like 4 Cavern of Souls so that we can cast our 1-drops through the Chalice of the Void. I don't expect Mistcaller to be that good. The problem is if you cast Hogak or Gravecrawler from the graveyard, it's still cast. The only things that Mistcaller interacts with is basically Bloodghast and Vengevine, but it's more of a tempo card. They can opt not to put the creature in play. So Mistcaller just ends up being a tempo play. But if they do try to put the creatures in play, they get exiled instantly. And we got some more hosing cards, hopefully Grafdigger's Cage, and Spreading Seas, just pushing them in the sideboard. We don't need Spreading Seas to get in damage. We're going to push our way through with Tidebinder Mage and Merfolk Trickster and Harbinger of the Tides. Alright, that's our deck tech. Let's get into our Troll Merfolk League. We lost the die roll, but the hand is fine. Sometimes I wonder, would this Cavern of Souls have been a Mutavault? Because it's much more valuable to us as a Cavern of Souls with this hand. This could be Hogak. Oh, it's Amulet type. We haven't seen you in a while. Chalice of the Void, not bad. We're going to play it on 0 at the opportune time. And also, Tidebinder Mage is going to come in handy against the Secure Tribe Scout. I mean, they're going to get a land in play, but that's going to be the last one. So the idea is you play Chalice on 0 to prevent them from playing either Teleria West to find a Summoner's Pack. It's basically a hit the Summoner's Pack. You on Merfolk? What?
What a surprise.
Yeah.
What a shock.
My opponent says, same to you. You on Merfolk? Actually, Chalice on 1 is also not that bad. You hit Ancient Stirrings. You hit... what's it called? Amulet. Okay, an Amulet's already in play, so I don't care. I'm just gonna go for the Chalice on 0 plan. I also don't know how effective Tidebinder Mage is gonna be, but that's what we're gonna do. Oh, I like that I'm getting a bunch of Lords. That's very valuable to me. Okay, let's start with the Tidebinder Mage, see what they do. They're going to have Titan mana up next turn, so I have to play the Chalice on 0 now. What are you going to do? Or will they? They can actually only play 1 land next turn. And it could be another Karoo land. Ideally, I want them to play Teleria West and look for a Summoner's Pact to make it useless. What if they play a Zuza next turn? Yeah, they could play a Titan if they play a Zuza. Okay, so we just play it for 0 right now, and then pass.
Ha.
Ha! Gotcha. We're like okay to be equipped against a Walking Ballista. They could just have Titan in their hand, we're screwed. Like, this is just a soft answer.
Very soft.
Very soft.
That chalice is made of gold. It's very soft.
It's melting as far as I'm concerned. It's doing a lot of work. Not really. Chalice is really hit or miss these days. I don't think it's really meant for the main deck, but I'm going to see how it works out here. Certainly will get people. Teleria West. Maybe to find engineered explosives. See, that's the thing. Oh, they found engineered explosives. They're going to play it on 0, probably. Oh my god, another amulet? That's disgusting. They disgust me. Oh, they can't play it on 0. That won't work. Oh no, but they can play it on 0. Okay, they can cast it for 1. It's really weird how that card works. But they can cast it for 1 color mana. So here's a very important interaction. They can cast it for 1 mana, X equal 1, but the Sunburst can be 0. How does it work? This enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Oh, hold on, that doesn't work. They need to cast it for a colorless then? Do they have colorless mana? They have Radiant Fountain, so they can cast it for 1 colorless, because there won't be any colors. I'm trying to figure out how the interaction works. There is an interaction, people. So they need Radiant Fountain in play. So I'm a little hesitant dumping the creatures on the battlefield. You know what would have been better? I should have played Kumena Speaker and Viled in this thing. Then I would have another 1-drop in play to play around the Cavern of Souls if they elect to put it on 2, which they will. So what's the master plan with all your manas? And certainly we could just be dead right now. I mean, if they just have Primeval Titan in hand, we're just dead. Dead! All sorts of dead! Okay, EE for 2. Here I'd be pretty set up to attack and get this thing out of their hand this turn, but I'm not. Yeah, I really need to play. It wasn't intuitive, but I should have played Kumena Speaker last turn. That was a great draw! We do need more 1-drops. So we attack for 8. Yeah, that will be enough for lethal in the following turns. They've got no... okay. Anything of theirs blow up? I guess not. So from here, I guess we... Okay, hold on, we'll go to blocks. Are you going to block? No? Okay. I'll put a Merfolk Mistbinder in play, deal 3 extra damage. Then hopefully we have super lethal by next turn. Alright, hopefully Chalice is doing work here. Because they could have Teleria Wested for Summoner's Pact and destroyed us. They couldn't do that, though. Are they actually just short a mana from playing Primeval Titan? Is that what's happening here? They've got 5 mana in play. Are they just short a mana? That would be a very unusual way for us to win the game. No, then forget that. Okay, they have tons of mana, so that's not the problem. Or at least that's not the problem anymore. Oh! Fetching Waterlogged Grove, gonna add some mana and crack it. How clever. Ancient Stirrings. For what? Can't find Primeval Titan.
Not colorless.
And they didn't bounce a land to their hands. Lesnia's Sanctuary. They already played a land for the turn. Oh, but they can get another one with Secure Traps. They just don't have anything. They just don't have anything.
Very rare for an Amulet player to not have anything.
Well, they had something, but our deck was just doing a number on them. Now we've got Chalice of the Void. That's actually going to help too, because now we can play Chalice on 1, shut off future Ancient Stirrings. Well, there's nothing we can do except attack with everything and hope that... I mean, it's going to be lethal if our opponent does not interact with the board. Then post-combat, we play the Chalice on 1. Oh! Chalice on 0 does it in game 1 against Amulet. Nice. That was nice. They had the Teleria West, people. They had the Teleria West to find, like, Summoner's Packs, the Summoner's Pack, Primeval Titan, and then destroy us. So, Collector Oof is good because it shuts off Walking Ballista, and Engineered Explosives, which is basically the main reasons we would ever lose this matchup. Force Negation is good to just counter Amulet on turn 1. We'll keep all the Chalices. Harbinger really sucks in this matchup. Oops, no, I want the Lords. And Mistcaller is very poor. I'll keep one Mistcaller just because it's, like, something. Tidebinder Mage, tapping down that Secure Tribe Scout, that's going to be good. We have 28 creatures. This deck looks beautiful. There's actually some reason to have at least one Spreading Seas in the deck. Try to attack through a bunch of stupid creatures. Oh, do you know what? We brought in Collector Oof, so can we quickly... I don't like Ether Vial as much when I'm bringing in the Oof, so let's side up some Vials. It's a non-bow. It's a non-bow. And get our stuff rolling. This hand's bad. Like, Spreading Seas is just poor. It's just like, if our opponent has a bunch of blockers, this is good sort of card. So we're going to mulligan this. It's just not enough stuff. Ugh. I don't really want to keep this hand either. We have the Collector Roof, and we have the mana to cast it, but then we don't have anything else.
Turn 1 Force Negation.
I do have stuff to pitch away. This hand is really bad. There's better hands. There's just better hands. There we go. That's a better hand. Well, we can keep this. And I can put... I think I'm just going to put the 2 lands on the bottom.
Spicy.
And to some extent, I'm going to put the Oof in play with Vial. And the thing is, if they ever kill the Oof, then Vial is activated again. Alright, we got turn... Oh, we got it all over again. Bad news bears all over again, isn't it?
Gross.
So again, I'm not going to reveal the Chalice yet. There's like no way that we can... I guess there's a way we could die here. They could play... There is some way that they could like Summoner's Pact. Okay, there's their colorless mana. So they got colorless mana now for the Engineered Explosives for next time. To play it on... I forgot to say, this also can help cast Engineered Explosives on 0. Because you cast it for 1, but it doesn't have Sunburst. That's the key. Engineered Explosives gets counters on it equal to the number of colored sources you've spent to cast it. Vesuva. Another... Jeez. Like, those are the super dangerous starts. Alright, give us... I really don't care.
Echoing Truth.
A land would be fine, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, play this now. Play now or forever hold our peace. But now Vesuva will be good. Sorry, not Vesuva. Teleria West will be good. They don't have it. I don't know if they have it in hand. But it's... If they use Teleria West to find the engineered explosives, they can blow up the Chalice of the Void. Oh! Oh, that is sneaky. Okay, so they're going to be able to get a creature now. Primeval Titan. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so there was like no reason to hold this back. So they're going to, at upkeep, pay for it with the Secure Tribe Scout. Oh, imagine this. We would, if we drew a land, we would then play the Chalice on 0, they Summoner's Pact, then we slam the Tidebinder Mage on the battlefield, really screwing our opponent over. That would be awesome. Okay, so I think we're just dead.
Nah.
Okay, so I guess I'm too tricky with the Chalice of the Void. You should just... We're learning in this game, just play it. Just play it. Yeah, I'm dead. I know how this works. They will have a lot of mana. There's just no way I'm coming... Well, what is this? Is this the haste one? I don't know. I don't want to play from here.
You could just tap them down.
Oh, I like the deck. Let's go at it again. It might have been a slightly premature concede, but my opponent can do quite a lot of shenanigans, including finding an engineered explosives. Would you like to play first? Yes. No, it's a one lander on the play. I don't believe in these anymore, and if I try to play Collector Roof, it will really suck because I don't have the mana to go with it. This looks great. Sand is great. We're gonna keep this. We'll put a Sanctum on the bottom. Done. Again, I'm going to be tricky with our Chalice of the Void. Wow, they had Amulet every game.
Well, that's what
How dare you?
It's usually how they roll.
Apparently. Hopefully they don't have Primeval Titan this time. We had Chalice every game, so I guess there's that. So the point of playing the Lord first is now on all subsequent turns I'll try to tap down whatever they play. Including, like, if they play a Zuza, another Amulet of Vigor. If they play a Zuza, then I can try to, in between playing lands, tap it down with Merfolk Trickster. Attack for 5. Because he definitely can play a Titan next turn. Easy, easy peasy. I guess we're going to attack for 5 and then try to lock down that Titan.
Lock him down.
With the Trickster. And then follow that up with a Tidebinder Mage.
Tidebinder Mage is very big into bondage. It's an assortment of leather belts and chains.
Yeah, that's Tidebinder's thing. So they're just playing a Teleria West? What the hell does that mean? Using it to look for something. Simic Growth Chamber. So now do I want to do something here at end of turn? I have 8 power in play, then I'll have 11. Oh, it's close, but no donut. No donut!
Just be safe.
Simic Growth Chamber. Is there anything I could draw that would seal the deal? Maybe Force a Negation? Maybe. They're looking for manas. They're looking for manas. Okay, I'm just gonna... guess I'm gonna be patient. Attack for another 5. And now we're holding up Merfolk Trickster just to tap down the Primeval Titan.
You have the tools.
But the problem is, like, 2 Amulet of Vigors, that's powerful. It's powerful stuff. It's powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. So what are you going to do with all this mana? Hopefully they just don't have Titan in hand.
3.
If they don't have Titan in hand, then they would just lose.
2. 1.
Or they could try to play a very big Ballista. That would... How big would that Ballista be? They could play a Ballista for 3? That would kill the Master of the Pearl Trident, and I still wouldn't have lethal by next turn. They would still go to 1. They could also just play Engineered Explosives for 2, make that easy for themselves. No, they are going to cast a Primeval Titan here. Okay, hopefully... So I don't know what their motivation is going to be. I'm hoping that they're going to give it haste and waste their mana, but they have a lot of mana to work with. If they have 1 Amulet of Vigor, their job is really hard. They have 2 Amulet of Vigors. Well, they can't find more Chalice. They can't find more Summoner's Pacts. They can't just float a bunch of mana, Teleria West for another Teleria West for a Summoner's Pact, cast it, get out another Primeval Titan. Because one Simic Growth Chamber right now is worth 4 mana. Another one is worth 4 mana. Okay, Vesuva, copying Cavern of Souls. Oh my god, you're gonna play a second Primeval Titan? I can beat 1, but I can't beat 2. Or maybe I can if you don't give them both haste. But the 2 amulets can do that. I was ready for 1 Primeval Titan last turn. They most certainly could have played a Primeval Titan last turn. I think they have enough mana that they can give them both haste.
You can stop one of their tracks.
Yeah,
The other, you'll
just
take
one.
a beating. Alright, are you done?
Yes, but they get to do more things. It's not over. So I suspect that they knew that I had Merfolk Trickster. I think they could have went for Primeval Titan last turn. They opted not to because of this. So what can you do with this one? They don't... Well, the thing is, it's really hard to say that they can't interact with. So they're going to get probably a Teleria West plus some land. They can't float any mana at the moment. So what would they do with it? So I guess Teleria West may not work right now. Did they play I think they played their land drop for the turn. Yeah, they played their land drop for the turn. Because my largest concern was them creating an Engineered Explosives, but they can't do that. I guess another thing they could do is... Okay, so... I'm trying to figure out, can they give it +2/+2 again and double strike? Ooh, Radiant Fountain is a pretty good play. Gain 2 life. This can also cast EE onto, or what's it called? Oh, I'm just dead. Okay, that's over. Good game.
What? What's going on?
They just blew up my board.
Oh.
They have too much mana. Good game. Who knows what would have happened if I just played the Chalice on 0 in the first game? Who knows what would have happened if I just played Lords and tried to kill my opponent? I don't like trying to play around things, but I knew they already had this in their hand, and after playing 2 amulets, I mean, it was basically over. I had to hope that they had no Primeval Titans in their hand. Maybe it was the right thing. I'm not sure. I very strongly believe that they had something good in their hand. Well, no, they started tossing the Teleria West after they saw that we had the Chalice of the Void. No, whatever. That's the first round with Hoser Merfolk We had the good hosers, but this is still a powerful deck. If they had one amulet, we could win. Two of them was too much. That gave them way too much mana, way too much everything. But anyway, that was round one. Let's get into round two. I won the die roll, but this hand is...
Could be better.
It could be better.
I don't know nothing.
Let's keep it. Whatever. Play turn 1 Mistcall into turn 2 Chalice on 1. We'll attack with the Mutavault if we have to. We're playing mono hoses for a reason. Let's hope Chalice hoses somebody. That's the point. Mono hosers. Island. Go. What does that mean? Oh, we got our second island. So that means... I'm probably going to play the Chalice on 1 anyway. If we are up against... Is it Phoenix? If we're up against Blue-White Control, there's a lot of Island Go decks that are weak to Chalice on 1.
Who plays with foil islands? Come on.
People. People play with foil islands. Please play opt at end of turn. Jace the Mind. Whoa, it was good. It was good. Alright, so we're up against Blue-White Control. They play Force Negation, pitching Jace the Mind Sculptor.
You were good.
I knew it. I knew what I was doing.
See another Chalice, come on.
Yeah. You know what, I don't mind playing a Lord. If they counter this, whatever. If they don't counter this... Actually, yeah, okay, I'm still fine with my play. So the point is that now I have enough pressure on the battlefield, I'll just try to milk this as much as I can. That's a bit disappointing, but that's okay. We'll exchange with the Mistcaller. It's not too bad. I mean, Snapcaster Mage is a good card against us. But maybe given their position, they need to save life more than anything else. Oh, Glacial Fortress. Alright, it's on. I think I'll just attack for 2. End of turn, play Harbinger. If they try to like block again with Snapcaster Mage, I'll flash in Merfolk Trickster. No, just pass. I do want to get something going though. You can't like wait forever against Blue-White Control. Click. Sure, click me. I might actually play something after this, pending what they take.
Vegas odds says he's going to take.
Oh, you know what? I guess I should just take. No, okay, I'll let them. Yeah, if they take the Lord, then I'll play Harbinger at flash speed. I think. Yeah, I think I'll play Harbinger, because that's harder to cast. The only issue with playing Harbinger is it's going to tap me out, and if my opponent plays, what's the land that destroys my land? Field of Ruin. No, Field of Ruin. They could. This is weak to Field of Ruin right now for a turn. What does that mean? You think you can race me? You're gonna just Verdict. What the hell? Oh, you're gonna play Cryptic Command. Or not. Sure. I guess they are winning the race. Okay, can't take forever doing this. I'm gonna have to start attacking with the Mutavault, I guess. And we're gonna crack this Waterlog Grove. They're sort of running out of cards, so whatever.
Remand. No.
No remand. If they Verdict here, it's okay. It's a 2 for 2. I got a Mutavault on the board. Oh, drawing drawing lands into lands. That's why we got the Waterlog Grove for these matchups. And it's time to attack as much as possible. Path, alright. Hitting with the Harbinger of the Tides, which I think is weird. There's nothing I can do about this. Okay, that's the last land we can get. I guess we're technically winning the race by thin margins.
Thinner than a string of hair, yes.
Well, no Teferi, but they have 2 good cards in hand, whatever the hell they might be. You know what? Cancel that. I can attack for 4, they go to 7, then technically I have the win. If they play Snapcaster Mage, I guess I just lose both these creatures. I can't beat a Snapcaster Mage right now. Sure. Okay. If they don't find anything impactful with Narset and I draw a Lord, I win. Opt. Not particularly the most amazing card. Okay, very important. Because Narset's out, I have to crack my Horizon Canopies on their turn. Sorry, my Waterlog Grows. My Horizon lands. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's bad. I mean, I'll get it back, I guess, but it's not really what I want. So I can attack our opponent for 2, and attack the Narset to death. Was I drawing a Lord this turn? No. I guess this was unnecessary to tap the Cavern of Souls. Sort of says that I don't have a Trickster in my hand. So how far from the top? Second? Yeah, so next turn is a Trickster. And my opponent knows about it.
He's afraid.
No, not really. Okay, what if I just attack for 4? Because I don't kill my opponent this turn. 7. It's just 7. So let's just attack for 4. Can't play around Snapcaster Mage at all. So next turn is... Well, do you know what? I guess there is some reason to attack for almost lethal, because now my Mutavault isn't lethal. Maybe I should have tapped on the click too. Okay, so now if I activate Mutavault, does it kill them? Technically, yes, but now is the time to play Cryptic Command and I don't get any extra value out of it. That's the issue. I'm just not playing this well. Tap creatures, draw a card, sure. Yeah, I should have... Well, okay, if I attacked with the Mutavault the turn before, then they would definitely play Cryptic on me. I think I'm gonna exchange my Trickster with this click if I can. Maybe not. Maybe it's not gonna happen. because my opponent is just not playing lands. They're not flooding out. Hopefully that's a good thing. I don't think it is, unless they've got like Supreme Verdict in their hand. Teferi. Oh, that's okay. So that's some good news. If they don't have Path to Exile in hand, then they could be dead next turn. That doesn't do anything. Oh, third from the top. Okay, that does do something. But still, that's a desperation move. If we top deck a Lord, we win. We're top decking a lot of garbage right now. Attack to Fairy. Oh, we lose because of the Colonnade.
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, and they'll just go for it, because why not? We have a lot of cards in hand. No, they might not. Okay, they're not going to go for it. Not this turn. What can we hope for? The Spreading Seasons are in the sideboard. And then now... Oh, yeah, there's nothing to search for. Okay, we can hope for Trickster, I guess? Okay. That makes sense at this point. Who knows what I'll play at end of turn. They drew gas, we drew lands, and 2 of those lands were Horizon Canopy. How unlucky. Let's name Wizard. Just in case it matters. We got Venser in the main deck. Venser, I tell you. Give them something to think about. Okay, we're dead. That sucks. That had nothing to do... Like, we don't have Silvergill Adept in our deck, but that had nothing to do with Silvergill Adept. Okay, some cards that we want. Oh, we definitely want Force of Negation. We definitely do not want Mistcaller. This is pointless. We drew our, like, bottom end of our deck. We want to take out 1 land. We'll make it a Botanical Sanctum. Actually, I'm not even sure if I want to draw it. I know we flooded out that game, but it's not usual. But I do need to make room, I think, for 2 Spreading Seasons, just for Colonnade when we hit the late game, or even somewhere in the middle-ish game where I want to attack into a Colonnade. I could take out Harbinger. It's not the best, it's not the worst. How about we take out 1 Harbinger, we take out 1 Botanical Sanctum. I don't mind taking damage from the Breeding Pool so long as I definitely have the mana when I hit like my 4th land drop, my 5th land drop to play Lords plus have Force of Negation up. We'll keep this, but this hand's just vulnerable to sweepers or just interaction. Just a bunch of Lords won't beat an opponent, but sometimes Cavern of Souls does beat opponents. It would be very nice if we had a 1-drop right now. Like something to play on turn 1.
Something.
Cavern, Mutavault is nice. Oh, actually, I took out a Harbinger. I should have just taken out the Tidebinder Mage. I forgot we have main deck Tidebinder Mages. Which is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's not as bad as it looks.
It's a 2/2 body.
It's a 2/2 body for 2 mana. You know what? Against control, it will get the job done.
Better get the job done.
Get an Island Walker on the battlefield. So if you want to path the attacker, then go for it, but it won't do anything. You can't, well, we have to at least keep the Island Walker. They see, there we go. They went for the Island Walker.
Island Walker, Texas Ranger.
Now we have more mana to attack with the Mutavault. Lately, when I've played against Blue Eye Control, I don't know how many counterspells they're running, but they're running a lot of counterspells. And I imagine this Cavern of Souls is going to be a huge beating against them. I might start just unloading these Tidebinder mages in the next few turns. Here comes the Field of Ruin. What do you want to hit? Cavern or Mutavault? It's up to you.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, pick your poison. I gotta be careful playing this Waterlog Grove. It needs to be done at a time that... So what if you path the Mutavault? Snapcaster path this or block Mutavault? Okay, I guess I'll just attack with the Mutavault at the moment. So I gotta be careful with Waterlog Grove because the Field of Ruin can hit it. Okay, not anymore. Don't have to worry. So now we can play the Waterlog Grove and crack it on the same turn. Play the Tidebinder Mage. Not flash speed, but whatever. Need to keep pressure on the battlefield. They have reached their 4th land. What are you going to do? Timely reinforcements. Okay. Quite timely. Crack. Get another Lord, so I'm a bit nervous. What if you have another path? Why didn't you play timely reinforcements last turn? Or did you definitely want to get the Mutavault? Well, if I play a Lord and they like gang block the Mistbinder, it's not the end of the world. Whatever, they path the Lord. I guess I could force them to have Verdict. That's another line. What if I play Spreading Seas right now to prevent Verdict? Because it's double white, right? Although I should have played Spreading Seas first, if that was the case. Okay, let's play Spreading Seas right now. It's supposed to be for Colonnade, but you know, one of the few ways that we can lose at this point is a Verdict. We might see a Spell Snare. Hopefully we don't. Force a Negation. Pitching Narset. Alright, so now if it comes to the point where they play Supreme Verdict here, it's not that bad. It's going to be like 3 cards versus 3 cards. Certainly they can catch up better than we can. If they attack with the creatures, we're dead. Okay, we're not dead. That's convenient. Okay, let's play this Chalice on 1. Oh no, let's not do that first. Let's play... Figure what's the best thing to play around. If they have Cryptic Command, they'll go counter tap team. It'd be nice to get this Chalice underneath that. Okay, let's play another Lord. One cancel. Let's keep the green mana up if possible. Do we have lethal this turn? I guess I do. If I play the other Lord.
Don't.
Okay, so it's going to be tap, draw. That's okay. And
Sure.
now, second main phase, we'll play a Chalice on 1.
Chalice on 4.
It's something. So I'm hoping that hurts Snapcaster Mage path. They can still go snap into Cryptic Command, of course. This is where I don't want to see a Verdict. They might scoop here. If they don't have anything good to do.
Oh.
Okay, Teferi. They can bounce one of these. And I don't have lethal. Their cavern is nice. So I kill Teferi. So I can do 9 damage this turn. I can kill Teferi. Do you draw a card like the other one? No. Okay, let's kill Teferi. Attack them for 4. But they're now in Snapcaster Mage, Cryptic position. Do I need another creature on the battlefield? I think I do. Let's put the tide. I don't really want to commit more creatures to the battlefield though, but I don't have that much unblockable damage. Need one more. Actually, tapping this cavern is pointless. I should leave it up and threaten Merfolk Trickster at end of turn. This sort of represents I don't have Merfolk Trickster.
No.
Verdict now would suck. Okay, have as many timely reinforcements as you want.
Well, no.
Well, I guess it still hurts. Another one? Okay, sure. That's sweet. Oh, but you don't have more creatures. You just want the life. Okay, that's hilarious. Buy yourself time. Buy yourself time. So attack for 7-ish. Sorry, 10. No, 11. It's lethal next turn. Technically don't have to do anything now. Just pass. Keep the creatures in hand. We have a Master of the Pearl Trident coming next turn. Now is it Verdict? Tension Sphere. No matter what you take. Well, I guess you could take the Tidebinder Mages. That's something. Yeah. Tidebinder Mage will keep you alive for a little bit longer. Because they know the Master of the Pearl Trident's coming on the way. Everything on defense.
Swing for 10.
Yeah, but that's greedy. It's greedy. It's so greedy.
Then
Then I have nothing left on the battlefield if they Verdict. Well, they can't hit me with Path because the cavern is Chalice of the Void. Let's just attack for 3 and I'll play a Tidebinder Mage. Stop playing things. Start drawing cards that are weak to Chalice on 1, please.
Chalice on 3.
I could play Chalice on 2.
Chalice on 4 would be best. And you can make
Okay, so it's just best to attempt to win the game right now. Are we going to game 3 or what?
2, 1.
But they have Snapcaster Mage, it's not useless. They've got a Cryptic Command.
Number 1? Number 1.
Oh, Chubby Meatball's here. Surprised these cats are not in the videos more often, but they usually like to sleep after they've had breakfast in the morning.
Number 1.
Come watch me kick Blue Eye Control's ass. Chubby Meatball. A cat communicator claims that Chubby Meatball wants to be called number 1 in front of the other cat Salute. Okay, so they do have Snapcaster Mage.
We must praise number 1.
Praise number 1.
Make her feel special.
So they can't exactly bounce the chalice. I mean, I'll just replay it. Are you good luck or bad luck? Chubby Meatball.
Bring her into a casino.
Tap creatures, draw a card.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
I would love to play the chalice on 2 here, but I don't have the mana. What's coming up? I don't know, so let's just play this cavern. Merfolk. And pass.
Chubby Meatball. Chubby Meatball.
Chubby Meatball! Internet loves Chubby Meatball. They can attack for a lot.
Chubby Meatball has a huge fall.
Oh, they found the verdict. Ugh. Disgusting. Oh no. Oh no, they found like another Snapcaster Mage or something? How is this working? So much damage is this? Next turn, looks like a lot. I do have a Mutavault to block, but it's not reliable. Or they have to have another Cryptic.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
6/10? They can only deal 10 damage? Okay, interesting. Okay, that happens. So now we're going to play the Chalice on 2, which is going to be hilarious. Hopefully it resolves. Oh yes, Chubby Meatball's purring too. A lot to purr for.
Oh.
Oh, playing it in advance. Alright, so that they have 12 power on the board. That's fine. We're gonna play Merfolk Trickster. Sorry, Merfolk Mistbinder. Chubby Meatball, don't screw this up for me. Okay, so we have a blocker, and hopefully it has defense against at least 1 token. So they can't play any 2 mana spells or 1 mana spells to get rid of this thing. Don't touch the hotkeys, Chubby Meatball. I have lost many a game thanks to Chubby Meatball. You click through my turn. Okay, looks like... Oh man, is there a sweeper here? I'm just gonna block the Snapcaster. Oh yeah, I can block Snapcaster Mage easily. Oh, now you find the sweeper. Dang it. Okay, so I have a few... I need to top deck a Lord here. Ah! I guess the more intelligent line was to just hold up Mutavault and I play a Lord here, attack for 3, and still threaten lethal by next turn. I might have screwed that up. Chubby Meatball! I'm gonna blame it on you. I'm just gonna straight up blame it on you. Okay, what do we need here? We need Spreading Seas. No, Spreading Seas no good. We need exactly Trickster. Yeah, and we would prevent them from attacking if we had the Trickster on the battlefield. Sorry, the Mistbinder on the battlefield. Anyway, so I guess this is gonna be a loss. Concede. Mostly to my own screw-ups. They found... It's possible I should have went for lethal much earlier. Like, you either have Verdict or you don't. And I don't really have a... Well, I had an okay hand to play around Verdict, though. I had, like, tons of creatures, so I didn't have to commit everything to the board. It just so happens they have finally found their win condition. Anyway, that was Game 2. Let's move on to Game 3.
Joe.
Yeah, we're up against Merfolk Joe. I don't think I've ever played against him. We've got... Oh, by the way, I just want to talk a little bit about the last game. It was important that I had Mutavault up. If they attack with Colonnade plus all the creatures to attack me for lethal, that's when I can activate the Mutavault, block a creature, and they don't have mana anymore for Wrath of God or Supreme Verdict after they attack with the Colonnade. And then if they don't attack with the Colonnade, just attack with all the creatures, I just leave Mutavault behind. So we have a 1-lander on the play. I'm going to mulligan this. We're up against very likely Merfolk. We'll keep this, I guess, and we'll dump the Chalice of the Void.
Incredible if he didn't have Merfolk.
Done. Merfolk Joe asks, how's it going? It goes.
Have you ever met him in real life?
No. There's a lot of the Merfolk community I have not met in real life. Shout out to Merfolk Joe. He's got his own Merfolk YouTube channel, Merfolk Joe. Sure, a lot of you already follow him. We're both in the pits, it seems. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could be paired up easily. Alright, let's go Miss Caller. Chubby Meatball. It's not getting the attention you want. Can everyone hear Chubby Meatball purr? Chubby Meatball's super happy. So, we don't have islands. But yet. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack for 1, play Tidebinder Mage. There's going to be nothing to tap down. Not a tempo card exactly. And we might sandbag this Cavern of Souls for forever. Chubby Meatball, you came around, now everything's lagging. You come with some sort of metal force field?
Maybe she has a metal plate or something.
Well, I keep drawing cards that are relatively good here. So I'll keep attacking if Joe plays Merfolk Trickster to try to get my Mist Caller in combat. Oh yeah, she loves the mouse cursor. We can tap down the Trickster, get in our damage, and then I will probably follow it up with Lord of Atlantis, and we'll just try to race him. But he's got an Aether Vial. We do not have an Aether Vial. But he has islands. So Mistcaller cannot sacrifice itself. Keep in mind, I can use the Mistcaller to sacrifice against whenever Joe activates Aether Vial. It will buy me some time. It can buy me time. So, but my plan right now is play Lord of Atlantis, attack for 8, hope that he cannot interact with the board, and then win. So he can have a pretty good, I imagine, a pretty good turn here. That's a good start. Can he kill me by next turn? He could, if I play the Lord of Atlantis.
He has the proper tools.
So what I'm thinking right now is sacrifice Waterlog Grove, draw a card, then play Botanical Sanctum as my land drop for the turn and play Lord of Atlantis, attack for 8. And I can chump block with Lord of Atlantis. That's very important. I don't have any islands in play. I could die on the way back, but I've not really in a position where I can do anything else. I have no other route to victory to win the game, so that is going to be what I'm going to do. Yeah, Vial is not particularly useful here. I mean, if he has anything, then he has it. Then I die. So, well, I mean, I could still die, actually. Like, I can't really block this Rajuri very well. Because they could... Joe can just, like, play something to, for example, play just hard cast a creature, tap down Lord of Atlantis, and attack for victory. So now, after this, I'm just going to get ruined. Mono Hosers! Not looking good in this game. What do we have for this matchup? We have Harbinger of the Tides, and we have more non-islands than islands. That sort of helps, I guess. And that's it for us. We die a horrible death. Well, this is definitely not the matchup for Mono Hosers. There's no green creatures on their side. Well, not that we saw. There could be. Could be blue-green. We just didn't see any of the green. We saw a Waterlog Grove, but I'm pretty sure that he's on mono blue. And Chalice of the Void is really bad. Okay, so we're going to get rid of Chalice of the Void. We're on the play, so we actually could use some Collector Oofs. How many? All the Collector Oofs. Being on the draw... Aether Vial is so important, being on the draw. Maybe I'll keep one Aether Vial. This league has been terrible for me so far, he says. Lost to Tron Infinity, now the mirror. You're playing Merfolk. I'm playing Troll Merfolk. Not the mirror. Let's see. We're on the play, so I don't need Force Negation so much. I guess I can play Spreading Seas. It's like, okay. Just in case. Plays like a bunch of, I don't know, Cavernous Souls, Mutavault, Waterlog Grows, denies me Island Walk. Okay, sure. Mono Hosers! Yes, what flavor of troll? Hosers. Mono Hosers. He's playing 7 Cs, which is obviously not optimal in the mirror. That's true. That's a liability too.
How did you lose to Tron with 7 Cs?
You can still lose to Tron, you know, when they get to like 5 mana to blow up the Oblivion Stone, it still can happen. It can still happen. You know, C's is not the... It's good. It's still good. Like, having a bunch of C's effects is still good against Tron, but it's not perfect. Well, this hand's unplayable. Yeah, we're going to keep this. It's not a good curve, but... let's see. Just dump this land, I guess. And we're going to play 1 creature a turn, and hope that's enough. Hopefully we draw a non-island. Well, that's not good. Start with Mistbinder, and pass. In the Vial mirror, you want to have Vial. Lord of Atlantis revealed, okay. Some good news. Revealing the most awkward and perhaps the most useless of them all. I'll play Merfolk Mistbinder. If I play Master of the Pearl Trident, I guarantee damage here, but I think I more or less guarantee damage here unless he wants to like chump block with Silvergill Adept. But things can get out of hand pretty quickly. They can. You know, he can play, look, Mutavault, Rajiri off of the Mutavault, play another creature at end of turn, deal 20 damage. Happens all the time. I will have an interesting decision this turn, though. Where are you in my opening hand? I would have kept the lands. My problem is Joe is threatening to win the game next turn. It doesn't take much to like deal 20 points of damage. Oh, maybe not. You put a creature in play, then they all have to become 5 power by next turn. That requires 3 more lords. Ideally, I would like to be attacking for damage this turn. Miscall would help a lot. Harbinger is very good if I have Ether Vial. So, okay, some options I have is just play Master of the Pearl Trident, attack for 8, put Joe to 9, and then hope for a Lord next turn, or hope to, like, I don't know, delay the game with Merfolk Trickster a little bit.
No.
Because I think I need to attack this turn. If he has Trickster, Harbinger... I don't think he's... Well, he could be running Harbinger, I have no idea. No, my mana's just too awkward. I don't have a lot of room to play around anything. So I think my best chance of winning, because Rajiri is so explosive, and Joe already represented that he has unblockable island walk damage. Somehow that makes me think that this Mutavault was top decked and that he doesn't have any more lands in hand, because if you're going to reveal a card, why not just reveal the Rajiri instead of the Lord of Atlantis? You know? So the hand must be really packed with cards.
Oh.
Well, I didn't die. That's some good news. Having the island for Mistcaller actually would really help, because then that means I could deny Ether Vial and activation for next turn. But I still don't have I still don't have lethal myself. It completely depends on ripping a Lord off the top of the deck. And still Joe not having any interaction after that. Okay, I see. So it looks like either Joe is going to kill me. Well, he would definitely kill me. He would just... If he already had it, he would have just snap played the Lord and then that'd be it. Or unless, like, he's distracted right now. Maybe posting in the Discord that there's a match between us.
And he's winning.
Well, he's winning if the creatures can get big enough. Oh, so he's another Rajiri in hand. So play Rajiri and then basically empty his hand against me.
That's Merfolk.
Looks like that's going to be the case. Lord of Atlantis. Or does he have Master of Waves? Does he have multiple Master of Waves in hand? Well, I don't know what he has, but he has to kill me this turn, because if he doesn't, I'm going to kill him, because he put the Lord of Atlantis in play. I guess it's not... What was revealed? The same Lord of Atlantis. I mean, if he has Rajiri, it's lethal. You play another Lord. You play Lord of Atlantis, untap the island, or you just violin Rajiri, play Lord of Atlantis, untap island, tap my Master of the Pearl Trident for fun, and attack with everything for lethal. Because everything's at least 5 power. That's 20 damage. But I guess it's not that clear. Oh, but there is some new information. That Lord of Atlantis is a second Lord of Atlantis, so he's just one Lord off from killing me. But why tick Vial up to 3? Or is it for Thassa? I ticked Vial up thinking I'd be able to cast 2-drop Lords with mana and ton taps, drew a 3rd Lord of Atlantis. Oh, yeah, that's awkward. Think I'd be able to cast 2-drop Lords with mana and non-taps. Yeah, but like, if you're... I think there's no end to the game. You should be playing as if you're going to try to draw one more Lord. Like, because you're dead next turn, unless you have Trickster in hand, which I guess you don't. So there's no reason actually to tick the Vial up. You should just keep it. This game, he says good game, but this game is silly. In the mirror, there is no good games, none at all. This is all crap. They're so fucking one-sided. It's ridiculous. Okay, so on the draw, I do want Force and Negation, at least some, to counter their Ether Vial. Okay, I have to bring in Ether Vial. I'm taking out the Collector Oof, because on the draw, this is going to be... We need the Ether Vial in the draw if we have any chance of winning. What do I want to take out? Spreading Seas, I guess. 2 Force and Negation? I think there's more non-creature spells than I'm giving credit for. There's he's probably keeping some Spreading Seas, which might be important against a Mutavault, and tempo is everything. He can have Dismember, Echoing Truth. So I think there's a lot more targets for Force and Negation than I'm giving credit for. These Tidebinder Mages looking terrible. Oh, this is a great hand. Where was this in every other game?
In the deck, yeah.
Finally, we have the Aether Vial. Or did we have Aether Vial in game 1? I don't think so. I got rolled game 1. It's not to say that Aether Vial is the be-all, end-all in the mirror, but it gives you a huge advantage. Gives you a huge advantage. It's almost mandatory on the draw. Not that I would mulligan for it, but like if you have a good curve on the draw, 1 drop, 2 drop, that's probably enough. Like there's some, I don't know if anyone can hear, but
She's singing.
Shabby Meatball is singing in the background. She wants to be taken out. She wants outside. Turn 1, do nothing, pass. That's exactly what I want to see. Pitching the Echoing Truth. All right. But they're now so Joe's now relatively low on resources on the play. And taking damage. Oh, so here's Silver Gillidapt. Get himself back into the game. I'm undecided. Do I want to play Tidebinder Mage or do I want to play Master of the Pearl Trident? Maybe just Tidebinder. I would block this if I can. I would have no problem blocking a Silver Gillidapt. I don't know if I'm racing here. And I am willing to play this Snow-Covered Island to get this Mistcaller going. You know what? Tidebinder Mage is good in the Simic Mirror. The Simic Mirror. Tap down your Merfolk Mistbinder, tap down Cometa Speaker. That's great. Didn't think about that. That's great. Because if I play a Lord, then I can't block Silver Gillidapt. It's not worth it. But if I play Tidebinder Mage, I'll still attack back for basically the same amount. Okay, I guess that's what we're going to do. So I have the option to block. She attack, she protect. No attack from Joe. Well, if I play Breeding Pool, I'm going to take damage. Okay, so I will play Master of the Pearl Trident and just attempt to attack for 3. What is this? You're going to counter this? Deprive. Okay. Where are my Cavernous Souls? I had no idea they'd be so good in this matchup. Who's down more on resources? I'm just going to attack. I actually don't believe in playing on defense in this matchup. I just want to attack, because you never know when you're not allowed to defend anymore. You never know when you're not allowed to defend anymore. Joe can just play Lord of Atlantis next turn, attack for 5, and the Tidebinder Mage on my side did nothing. I thought Joe would actually attack with the Silver Gillidapt, because if you're not blocking, maybe you shouldn't attack. But maybe he's low on resources. They're low on creatures, therefore he needs to get something going. So if I block this, and he adapts, I can't get Trickstered. I can't get what's it called? I can't get Trickstered. I can't get Deprived. What are the things I should be concerned with? I certainly do want the Mass of the Pearl Trident to resolve. Okay, I get hit for 1. If he activates it, that's fine too. That's not a bad draw. Okay, let's try to lure out a deprive or something. No deprive. This is going to be a little bit painful, but now we're going to play the Master of the Pearl Trident. That resolves. Alright, attack.
Yep. Swing with everything.
Okay, looks like there is a trickster here. What will it trickster down? If he's hard wrapping a trickster, maybe I should just attack with the Tidebinder Mage. It attacks for 4. And even if Master of the Pearl Trident is tapped down with the trickster and the Island Walk is lost, oh, it's going to be pre-combat? Okay, that's fair. Attack for 3. I have a bit of a problem, though. I'm not exactly attacking for lethal or anything. I only have 10 damage on the board. Joe could easily kill me here.
No.
If he has any lords.
Sorry.
Joe's busy. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Another line I could have taken was play Mutavault, don't play Master of the Pearl Trident, and then attack with... I guess attack with nothing. But then I don't get any damage. Joe's still at 16. Joe still plays a Trickster. Or holds up Trickster, keeps Trickster for forever. So if I draw an Island Walk Lord, I win. If Joe draws an Island Walk here... Island Walker, he wins, basically. I don't mind the force negation, but I really hate like losing to stuff like Deprive. Because we got like we have 4 Cavernous Souls in our deck. When does it screw over my opponents? Never! It's never screwing over my opponents. That blue-eyed control player had no counterspells except Cryptic Command. Discarded a Waterlog Grove.
You want to go outside?
Oh. She wants to do everything.
Maybe I'll take her outside.
So, what is this repping? Another Merfolk Trickster? If there's Merfolk Trickster and one Lord next turn, I win? Okay, I can't block anything, so let's play the Mutavault. Let's crack this Waterlog Grove and see if I draw an Island Walk Lord. If I don't, whatever, we play Merfolk. That's not bad, I think. Is this victory? Not necessarily. Well, actually it is victory. So we now put Joe in a spot to interact with this board or die. Alright, good games. Thanks. I'll need it. Our leagues are rough. I just want to say something here. Earlier I said that Joe had an opportunity to attack with the Tidebinder Mage. If I don't block, then I go to 12. I mean, obviously he doesn't have Merfolk Trickster in hand, but the lower my life total gets, the harder it is for me to make all-out attacks. Not to say that he has to attack with that Silvergill Adept, because I see his hand deprive, force a negation, maybe it was very spell-heavy, and just trading any resources. Like, it's tough. It's tough to trade resources when you don't have any. And then you know, like, well, your hand just doesn't have anything going for it. How the hell do you win the game? But I do prefer being on the aggressive. In this game, well, whatever. I had a bunch of lords. He had like a bunch of filler stuff because he's playing like with his 7 Seas build. This is not the matchup for a 7 Seas build. It also goes also about like playtesting. Any decks are really hard. You build your deck for, you know, the top decks in the metagame. He's building it for Jund, for Hogak, for Tron, and you end up playing against like the non-tier decks of the format. I guess I am part of the problem that I keep complaining about. But anyway, whatever, the Merfolk Mirror is random. This easily could have just went either way. He had a bunch of dead cards. I had a bunch of dead cards. It's just basically random. So that was round 3. Let's move on to round 4. We lost the die roll. Hand sucks. Only 1 land.
This is so good. You get all those vials on one.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it because I think if I if I mulligan to 5, I would be happy to see Lord of Atlantis, Harbinger, and a vial. But like, I really need to top deck some stuff. Oh, this is awful. That is a great draw, though. Alright, that is acceptable. So we're up against Mono Red Phoenix, which is generally a terrible matchup, but you know what? We're playing with Mono Hosers and Harbinger of the Tides, Tidebinder Mage, and main deck Chalice of the Void is everything in this matchup. Oh, they're freaking 1 Blister. Why do they do this? What? How is it they have 9 of these prowess creatures in their deck, and they always have 2 to 3 against me?
That's weird.
How do I beat this? How does anyone beat this? It's stupid. Alright, let's beat this. I'm going to start off with Tidebinder Mage. I'm not thrilled to do this first, but otherwise we're going to take a... Oh no, you know what? I could have played Harbinger of the Tides. That was better. I should play Harbinger first. I screwed that up.
Yeah.
That was a big screw up, actually. Well, when we get the Vial onto, it'll negate it. Because I can still bouncy Soulscar Mage in combat. But, like, it doesn't take many, like, spells to just go wild with what creatures they have here. We have no hard creature removal, except the stupid Tidebinder Mage. Oh, here we go. Well, if they have nothing that can hit the Tidebinder Mage, that'll be good for us. Then maybe we can make a comeback. Remember, Blister Coil Weird can untap itself whenever you play an instant or sorcery? Yeah. Oh, here they come. Da, 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 da. I am not blocking. Wait, you think I am a fool?
Yeah.
You think I was born yesterday? What, you're going for me? I'm actually pretty happy about that. I think they should kill the Tidebinder Mage. Tidebinder Mage is like one of the few ways I have to attack back for victory. Anyway, this is going to be a pile of damage. Alright, let's play Lord of Atlantis and attack for 3. We're going to hold up Harbinger for the second Soulscar Mage. And maybe we'll even try to block a Blister Coil Weird.
That's weird.
It is weird. Whatever. I guess, you know, maybe we could die. They might feel confident with how many burn spells they have. I think the only 3 damage burn spells they have are like Lava Spike and Lightning Bolt.
Can Blister Coil Weird be cast as blue?
Yep.
You should be playing this card.
That is correct. They can. Light up the stage. It's a good card. Great synergy with their deck. I wonder if they're going to attack this turn. They might not. If they don't, then I'll just put a Lord in play. What do they get? Fiery Islet and Bedlam Reveler. Can they cast that next turn? No, they cannot. A little bit off. They can get the Fiery Islet in play, though. All their attacks are bad. I said all their attacks are bad.
Bounce that chump.
How does this work? If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature, it gets that many +1/+1 counters instead. See, we would be in a lot more trouble if they save their lightning bolt for something. So now we'll bounce the weird.
That's weird.
And we'll block the Soulscar Mage, because it's harder to block in the future. We have perfect information. Awesome.
2 lords here would be sweet.
Just having 1 lord is sweet. If we draw nothing, we just drew nothing. Okay, so we'll crack this first. I guess it's better to have the vial in play. So we got the Lord of Atlantis in play. So Tidebinder Mage is doing a lot of work. Harbinger of the Tides is doing a lot of work. Those are the hoser cards. Although I don't think Tidebinder Mage should be doing as much work. Because I think our opponent should have just used their Lightning Bolt on our Tidebinder Mage a long time ago. They went for the one-shot kill, and it's not paying off for them. So our opponent has 4 lands in play, but there's only 3 instants in the graveyard, or instants and sorceries. So they can't... Oh, that is good. So now they'll have 4/4. Okay, so they can cast Bedlam Reveler now. But they'll be tapped out. And they can't block enough stuff. They'll be dead anyway. I don't know what's in their hand, though. Okay, Lava Spike. Not bad. They can still cast Bedlam Reveler. I guess if they have, like, Bolt... If they have, like, Lightning Bolt put me to 1, they could find a Gut Shot with the Bedlam Reveler.
That would be pretty sick.
Okay, now they're going to look for, I don't know, 2 Gut Shots or something. I guess, well, I want to say 4 Gut Shots, but they can only draw 3 cards, and they only have 5 life to burn. As much as I complained about those 3 prowess creatures, it turns out we win, but I think a lot has to do with the fact that they didn't kill our Tidebinder Mage. It's a lot harder to deal with those...
Maybe he doesn't even know what Tidebinder Mage does.
Huh?
Maybe he doesn't even know what Tidebinder Mage does.
Maybe.
Just wasn't paying any attention.
Okay, I'll bring in the Force of Negations. We'll take out... Look at his Mistcaller. It's probably not that good. It's a 1-drop that gets eaten by Chalice on 1. Like it can interact very well with Phoenix. Is that enough? Is that enough of a reason?
Never enough.
I'm just gonna keep it as it is.
Are you done singing?
Is she in the room?
Are you done singing? Poor baby.
This hand is great. Good game. I mean, they might have a braid, but they might have braid the Ether Vial first. Okay, whatever you do, it's got to be amazing in the first 2 turns. I said the first 2 turns. You've done nothing already. Mono Hosers is on its way to seal this Mono Red Phoenix player's fate. Oh no, they're doing nothing.
It's a sign of strength.
It might be. Okay, let's just play the Chalice anyway. If they have a braid for this, then they have a braid for this. If they start playing spells like crazy right now, they don't have a braid for this. Damn it. They let it resolve. Okay, they have a braid. It's very likely that they have a braid. Or maybe not! So that was the time to do it. I can't play Force Negation on my turn. What kind of hand is this? What is it, Blood Moon? Oh, Saheeli. You're trying to hold on to your spells. Okay. Well, I don't have any clear way of actually killing off the Saheeli right now. They can make a lot of tokens. Alright, let's play our own creatures. Start with this one.
She's standing on your laptop.
Yeah, she can do that. Alright. She's the boss. Just don't disconnect any wires. All of a sudden this series stops. So I guess if people don't know what this does, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 servo artifact token. It's got a -2. What is it? Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature you control until end of turn. That doesn't matter. It just exists as a sort of expensive young pyromancer that is in planeswalker form, so you can't kill it with removal spells.
Dig deep.
Dig. Keep digging.
All your 1 mana crap ain't worth shit.
I mean, I'm gonna try to kill this Saheeli. I'm gonna try.
Swahili.
It may not be successful. Another Mistbinder. Oh, we'll play another Mistbinder. So we don't have to worry about Anger the Gods. Or any other random sweepers. Kozilek's Return is pretty popular.
I never knew he left.
Lava Dart. Oh, here come the chump blockers. But only chump blockers. Eventually this garbage is going to run out.
Poof.
I guess there's not a very big difference between Saheeli being at 1 or 2. But whatever. How could this go bad? Kozilek's Return into a Braid on one of my creatures? It still doesn't do it. Everything just becomes a 3/3.
No.
And they just they're tired of staring at this Chalice of the Void and defending their poor Saheeli. It's going to end poorly one way or another. It's going to end poorly. Alright, so that was a good showing for Chalice of the Void. It's why I'm playing 4 in my sideboards just to beat this damn deck. I think this deck is very dangerous. This is very hard to beat for Merfolk.
That's weird.
It's good against Mono Red Phoenix, but not as good as against Burn. So that was that's our 4th round. Let's move into our 5th. We lost the die roll, I think, for the millionth time, but I think it's been okay. The record is pretty fine for losing the die roll relentlessly.
Hey, Morgan.
The problem is the Mutavault's it's not worth anything for mana. We'll keep this. We're on the draw. I'm hoping we draw at least one colored source the next few turns, just so that we can cast Commander Speaker with some mana. One landers with Vials, I have less confidence in them right now just because Modern is so fast, but Vial on the draw is still better than none. Oh god, don't do it. Don't play Thoughtseize. Play Stitcher's Supplier.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope? Karen Feeder, okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine either, but I will live with it for now. Oh, there we go. So I can... Okay, so let's see what we can do. We got Commander Speaker, we got Mistcaller, we've got Tidebinder Mage. Oh, Tidebinder Mage is so bad with Karen Feeder out, because they can sacrifice the Hogak and then recast it. Oh well, we're gonna make them do that. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Hogak does not have haste.
Crypt Breaker, Faithless Looney. That was a pretty crappy Satyr Wayfinder, actually.
They could have Hoagie in hand, though.
Absolutely, they can have Hoagie in hand. Well, no, they if they did, they would have cast it. There's just nothing useful in that graveyard. Okay, so let's play our creatures. We can play two creatures this turn. Oh boy! Can play even better stuff this turn. Okay, so I think we'll start with a Lord, and then our following turns we'll be holding up Merfolk Trickster and stuff like that. And I intend on playing a Commander Speaker at end of turn, and then we'll play Mistcaller and play a Mutavault on our turn. I mean, depending what happens, I could Violin Mistcaller still. But right now, we're not under any pressure. We're going to be patient with Mono Hosers. Sure, I can't do anything about this. Stitcher's Supplier Fit. Garbage! These are terrible Satyr Wayfinders, which is good for us. That is very unlucky on our opponent. These are absolute trash. No Bloodghasts, no Grave Crawlers, no Hogak, no Vengevines. Basically, 2 whiffs. Two whiffs with the Satyr Wayfinder.
Which means he's due for something hot.
Maybe. Gravecrawler from hand.
Just move away.
I could block this and force my opponent to sacrifice 3 things? I could play Commander Speaker, and if they sack the board, then it will be... Well, actually, it's not going to be harder for them to cast Hogak. Doesn't change anything. Okay, I'm just not going to block. Because they can just recast Gravecrawler when they want to and then attack with this Carrion Feeder. Oh! Left this on 1. I did not mean to do that. Okay, it'll be fine. We can still cast the...
At the proper time.
We can still flash in Merfolk Trickster. We can still flash in Mistcaller. I just heard someone scream for their life. I don't live in a ghetto neighborhood or anything.
I thought that was a car. Squealing.
What was that? Something's messing with my brain. Okay, chump blocks. That's good. Now there's only one... I can't attack with Lord of Atlantis because they can double block my Lord of Atlantis. So we will play Mutavault. Okay, so nothing's getting wasted. Nothing's getting wasted. Nothing's getting wasted. Nothing's getting wasted. Lotleth Troll. That's a pretty juicy target for Tidebinder Mage. Crypt Breaker. This is a problem, actually. Discard a card. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Okay. Okay. This can't block. This can block. This can't block. This can block, but not very well. You have no mana. Do I just empty my hand here? How much can I attack? I can attack for a lot. So I can Merfolk Trickster, tap down Satyr Wayfinder. Then tap down this thing with Tidebinder Mage. Force them to block with the Crypt Breaker. Let's do that. Crypt Breaker looks like their only route to like getting back into this game.
But when did you come back? She's lying on the bed.
That's Chubby Meatball right there.
In case you're new to the channel.
Yeah. Follow my live streams on Facebook.
Chubby Meatball has a huge following in Sweden. 3 people. Very popular in Sweden.
Oh yeah, let's just fetch this thing away, see if we can draw something better. I don't know what better is at this moment. I guess that's okay. Play that for our land for the turn. Are we threatening lethal? Looks like a lot. 9. Yeah, it's lethal. So we force our opponent to block with the Crypt Breaker.
A ball breaker.
9, 13.
That one creature's green. Could tap her down.
I know, that's what I'm going to do. Regenerate. Discard a card. You draw a card and you lose a life. Tap 3 untap zombies. Oh, so you're going to draw something with this. But then you can't block. At least not right now. Alright, so we... hit the Lotless Troll. And put our opponent down to... Well, let's say they lose a life. Then that's 3, 6, 10. They'd go down to 1. They're like, I'm not even going to look at the last... We're not going to look at the last thing. So cards we want, definitely Grafdigger's Cage. Don't really want Chalice of the Void. Mistcaller is like, whatever. We'll keep it. Or will we? Tidebinder Mage is good. Mistcaller is not good in this matchup. But what do I want for it? Spreading Seas? Okay, we'll bring in 2 Spreading Seas. Do you know what? This is not the flavor of it's not in the spirit of Troll Tuesday to side out the hoser cards. We gotta get those Vengevines hard the only way we can.
Yes. Vengeful Vine.
Gonna get those Vengevines. Gonna get revenge on Vengevine. What do you think, Chubby Meatball?
She's gone.
The cat comes, the cat goes.
She just left.
What is it, boring? We're beating Hogak.
It's not outside though.
Yeah, it's not outside. Doesn't compare with being on a leash outside. That's way better. That's the life! That's the life. Okay, we got our mono hoser cards in hand. Or one of them. Which will be a complete turn too late. Okay. Kept the one lander on the draw with Ether Vial before. We're going to do it again. We got lucky, though. Those Carrion Feeders sucked. Those are like some of the worst Carrion Feeders I ever saw.
Which means Satyr Wayfinder.
Oh, yeah, same thing. Sorry, the Carrion Feeder and the Satyr Wayfinder. Or, sorry, not Carrion Feeder. Stitch's Supplier. But the Stitcher Supplier and the Carrion Feeders all... sorry. And the Satyr Wayfinders all sucked. It's a long day. I always do the Troll Tuesday at the end. There's something in me that says, you know, play your Mistcaller first. Don't waste a whole turn on Ether Vial. What are you doing?
You
So you have Satyr Wayfinder, 4 cards. 3 go to the graveyard. But if you fetch for something... If you go fetch land, Force of Vigor, you son of a bitch. Jeez, this card is disgusting. Well, at least it didn't hit the Grafdigger's Cage, that we don't have in our hand. Lotless Troll again, alright. The problem is Lotless Troll can block. That's my biggest beef with this thing right now. Now I want another land pretty badly. Want another land so I can start playing Lord plus Mistcaller each turn. So the plan right now is get our Lords to 3/3 creatures so we can at least block the Gravecrawler. Lotless Troll we can't do very much about. It's gonna attack. We're gonna get hit for 4 here. Not much we can do.
You could ask him nicely not to. Wait.
What? Don't attack? Please don't attack.
Please don't attack me.
Just please don't attack, period. Can we play without the attacks, that man? Just for fun. Just for experimentation.
I should enter that.
For what? They put a blood gas in the graveyard.
I should enter that 5K or whatever that's coming up on the 21st. I'll just be like that to all my opponents. Please don't attack me. Could you just hold off for just one turn, please?
Yeah. Let's just be friends. So very important. Blood gas says, you may return blood gas from your graveyard to the battlefield when a land enters the battlefield. You may do that, but you don't have to do that. That's a damn good draw. So what can block? Nothing. Tap 3 on tap zombies, draw cards. Well, I can't do shit about you, but I can tap this thing down with the Tidebinder Mage. Seems pretty appealing to me. Okay, let's attack. And then that means there's like one less zombie to actually activate the Crypt Breaker. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sweet. Tidebinder Mage doing something. You're obviously seeing this after I've been at GP Minneapolis. Well, I don't know if that's obvious to anybody, but I'm recording this way ahead of time. Way ahead of time because I will be busy traveling.
It's less than a week away.
No, it's already done.
Oh yeah, sure.
They're free rolling on the attack. They can attack. I'll block the blood gas because it forces them, because they don't need any. There's no condition that I can prevent them from casting Gravecrawler. But if they don't have any more land drops, then blood gas will just never return again. Blood gas won't come back. The hand is doing nothing now. Come on, land. Let me cast a damn Mist Caller and a Lord at the same time. Blood gas. Oh, God. That is painful looking. I'm going to take 3 damage here. I'm going to take 3 damage. Cancel. Let's play the other Lord. I have no idea if this will change anything. This is where I hope my opponent has been top-dagging Graveyard Interaction. Sorry, anti-Graveyard Interaction. So, like, I don't know, like Nature's Claim and crap like that. Now draw your Force of Vigors.
Piece of crap.
Okay, I have 2 blockers. Which is more than I had last turn. What the hell is this? Oh, you can still activate this. Okay, I missed that. It just has the clause that you can like tap 3. I thought for some reason it was all part of the cost. I wasn't paying attention to this card. Usually it's just not a very relevant card against me. So now if they top deck Vengevine, I don't care. I can take 5 damage here and then kill them on the crackback. If they top deck Assassin's Trophy, still doesn't matter. Although going to 1 will shut off my Waterlog Grove. Looks like things are going pretty well for me at this point. But they're getting blockers. The zombie's a blocker. Uh-oh. This could get really bad really fast. Stitcher Supplier into 2 blood ghasts! Oh god. Okay, now what's happening? Oh, they don't have a land? Oh, they don't have a land for the 2 blood ghasts that have haste.
They're empty-handed.
Oh, do you know what? We could still sacrifice the Mist Caller, though. We still had that line. Okay, now we can play, like, tons of stuff here.
Okay, they got by 2.
Okay, can't block, can't block. Everything can block. Yeah, I guess we just put 2 lords on the battlefield and that's it. That's it, right? I think that's it. They would need like another Assassin's Trophy, which in that case, that's fine. So by playing our 2 lords out we have lethal. Everything's a lethal attacker. They don't have enough blockers.
2-3.
3-2.
What?
We beat Merfolk. Look, see, I got prizes.
Oh.
2-3. With mono hosers. Hey, Tidebinder Mage did a lot of work. Maybe Tidebinder Mage is good enough to have in the main deck. Oh, I'm gonna have to think hard about that one. Tidebinder Mage versus like Water Trap Weaver. It can come clutch. It can come in at a clutch time. Let's look at the deck. Let's do our classic deck tech at the end. Mono hosers. I screwed up against the Amulet player. Who knows what would have happened if I just played this thing on 0 in game 2 that I think I lost miserably. But that helped. That definitely did something. Then what else did we lose to miserably? Control.
Yeah.
Let's just chalk it up to luck. They got lucky. I know we're not playing with Silver Gillidup, but still I don't care. We had Cavern of Souls all the time. They didn't have their counter spells. What the hell? When I don't have Cavern of Souls, Mana Leak this. Thought not that. Oh, so not Thought not. Logic not that. Logic not. Spell Snare. Mana Leak. Now I got Cavern of Souls. Path to Exile. Timely Reinforcements. Timely Reinforcements. Timely Narset. Jace. Teferis.
Very unlucky.
I tell you, I don't understand it. It's the mystique of Cavern of Souls. You have it in the deck, it's useless. You don't have... Even against Merfolk Joe, I got 4 of these Cavern of Souls, and he deprives my creatures. Unbelievable. Where's Cavern of Souls punishing all the counter spells in the format? Maybe it helped. Like, did we... No, I don't think we won a game against the Blue-White Control player. We just lost 2-0. That sucks. But we still went 3-2. It wasn't that bad. Tidebinder Mage helped a lot. It did help a lot against the decks that it was good against. I don't know if we deserve to win 2-0 against that Mono-Red Phoenix deck. I think Chalice of the Void pulled its weight. Even drew out a counterspell from the Blue-White Control player. What else can we say about Chalice of the Void?
It's a very nice picture.
It's a beautiful picture. A promo is going to come out soon. It's going to be a Judge promo. Judge promo Chalice of the Void is on its way. Chalice of the Void has been announced as a Judge promo, but we don't know what the picture looks like yet. So I don't know what else to say. We didn't get to see the power of Collector Oof. I did not miss Force and Negation being in the sideboard. So we went 3-2. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. I don't mind. So that's going to be our match for today. We are going to thank all my patrons for supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themanabase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother, playing with Troll Merfolk in Modern.